You guys don't care about that white lady. You guys don't care about Renee at all. You guys don't care about that lady that lost her life, that got unalived by the ICE agent. You guys don't even care about her. The only reason you care is because you don't like Trump. Anything attached to Trump, you're not going to like. Because if you truly, truly, truly believe that ICE agents are so evil and you hate them so much, you would have hated them when Obama was around too. But you don't. You guys only hate them now because it's under the Trump administration. But you didn't care. 3 million people were deported. You guys didn't care about them. You guys only care about it now because one, you see everybody hopping on this train and you want to be a part of the show. You just want to be cool like everybody. You just want to blend.
You just want to follow what everybody else is doing. You're a follower. You're a follower. Like she mentioned, as long as Trump doing something good, no matter what good it is, they're gonna be like, no, 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 it can't be good. Trump did it. Trump is a terrible person. Trump is super terrible. People are against anything good that Trump does. Certain liberal white women, certain black people as well. They think he's racist, and certain people think he's against women. I'm not sure what it is, but people don't like Trump just because it's Trump. No matter what good he does, no matter how great he can improve the economy, no matter how great he can increase the safety of America, no matter how great he can change things around, how much better the president he was than the last few presidents that we've had. People still will say, no, if Trump doing it, we don't want no parts of it just because it's Trump.
And you're not brave enough to have an opinion of your own. So you're just a follower. That's what it is. This lady should still be here. No doubt in my mind, she should still be here. But you liberals unalived your own kind. You guys pumped her head up so much, and yeah, you can do it. All for the camera, all just for social media. And now look, anybody know how the dog's doing? Where's PETA? Somebody need to call PETA. But yeah, and I just want to let you guys know that you guys don't care about this lady. This is fake outrage. Because if it was F ICE, it would be F ICE all across the board, no matter what administration it's under. It doesn't matter, Democrat, Republicans, independent. If you feel that way about somebody, you're going to feel that way about them all the time. You only care about this lady because everybody cares about this lady.
Lady is hitting a nail on the head. She's calling a spade a spade. She's speaking straight facts, calling it what it is. And you know it's true. A lot of people are just following the crowd, doing what everybody else is doing, knowing that people are here illegally, knowing that this lady driving her car, hitting the man, hit the officer. What do you expect to happen? You have a weapon on you. Someone is driving towards you, hit you with a vehicle. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you personally gonna do in that situation? Stand there, get hit, get ran over? What you doing in this situation? So, lady, parking your car in the middle of the street, honking your horn, causing a disturbance. Not trying to be sexist or anything here, but a female going up against a male with a gun. Like, how smart is this? Going up against a law enforcement officer with the gun, a federal agent with the gun, guys who's trained and paid to do their job. You think it's okay to them to make them upset, to try to get up under their skin? For what? What outcome you think is going to happen from this?
Anyway, have a blessed day.
Hey, everybody and their mother has jumped onto this app and given their opinion about the whole Minnesota ICE situation with the lady Renee who lost her life. And here's mine, okay? Nobody's talking about one key fact, okay? It doesn't matter whether or not you're on the right and you believe that, it was justified what the ICE officers did. It doesn't matter if you're on the left and you think it was absolutely horrid what the ICE officers did, right? Like, it does not take away from the fact that this woman had free will and she decided to use that free will instead of be around for her children that she's left behind or her spouse that she's obviously left behind. She chose to get behind the wheel of a car. Okay. She chose to get behind the wheel of an SUV and use that car, okay, to impede federal officers from doing their job. Now, I know what you're sitting there thinking, oh my God.
And this guy is true. He's speaking facts. This is just factual evidence. Doesn't matter left, right, top, bottom, wherever you are. None of that stuff matters. This is a law enforcement officer. You're going to use your vehicle to obstruct them from doing their job. To hit your vehicle to a human. Run your vehicle into a human. Stopping this human from doing their job when they have a weapon on them. And your outcome is now to be unalived when you could be with your kids, with your spouse. Guys, it's so much life ahead of us. Don't put your life on the line. It's not worth it.
is because y'all get too fucking frazzled. Okay, let's calm down. All right, I'm not saying that you're not allowed to have an opinion on ICE and what they're doing under the Trump administration. Okay, you're allowed to do that. And guess what also you're allowed to do? You were allowed to protest in the United States of America peacefully. Okay, if you want to go stand on the corner where ICE is in your cities and hold your signs and scream out loud, the Krusty Krab is unfair, he's been there fucking plotting his oppression, like, you can do that. You're allowed to do that. But what you're not allowed to do is get behind the wheel of the car, which is what she was doing apparently like all day leading up to this moment, and use that car to impede federal officers from doing their job. Now, why that's important is because if she just would have used that same free will, okay, to say, you know what, fuck ICE. I hate everything there is to do with ICE. I think what they're doing is wrong. I firmly stand against it. If she would have just taken that free will and instead of getting behind the wheel of a car to try and prevent federal officers from doing their job and put that same energy into just joining a protest, making some signs, go join a Facebook group, do whatever you got to do to spread out the information that.
And pretty much he's saying protest the way Americans protest. Peaceful protest. That actually gets results. Whenever you're obstructing law enforcement from doing their job, police, whoever it may be, stand on the sidewalk, stand on a public sidewalk, a public easement, not stopping someone from doing their job, yelling like you mentioned, holding your signs, peaceful protesting. But whenever you get into a physical altercation, physically an officer with your vehicle, all shit gonna hit the fan there. It's game on now. You saying you big and bad, you think you big and bad, they're gonna show you. If you want to tempt someone in that situation, they have to lay the law down. They have to set a certain standard. They have to make an example. And unfortunately, sad that she's gone. Wish she should be here. She should still be here, Renee. But they had to make an example out of her. And if you're going to put their lives in danger, put them on the defense side, they're going to fire at you. And their partners will fire, or the other agents will fire at you. They see you as a threat now. And what they're going to do is eliminate a threat. Right now, they see illegal immigrants as a threat. And they trying to eliminate illegal immigrants. If you get in the way of them trying to do their job, they're going to eliminate you as well. They're here to do a job, and they're not going to stop until the job is done. It's that simple. It's just federal now. These are federal agents, federal ICE agents here. When you get the feds involved, it's not the same. It's a whole different game. They're going to get the job done. Feds don't play around.
You are against what they're doing and you're not going to stop talking about it until there's some legitimate change. She would be alive today for her children.
And being alive for your kids, being here for your kids, to know that your mom passed away like that, defending people who are here illegal, striking an ICE agent with her vehicle, blowing her horn, obstructing the scene, looking for trouble. She literally went out that day, woke up, and said, hey, I'm gonna go find some trouble to get into. That's literally her mindset. I'm gonna push these people to the brink. That's what she did. Having her car parked, blocking the street. She is literally looking for trouble. Not on the side yelling, having her signs, saying, I don't like you guys, I hate you guys. No, she's physically hitting officers with her vehicle. They're telling her to get out of her vehicle. No, she's trying to escape the scene now. It's sad.
She would be around to continue to be a spouse. Like, that's what everyone's focusing on the wrong points. They're like, oh my God, ICE is evil. No, ICE isn't evil. They're just doing their jobs. And it's just going to be a back and forth fucking shit show of a fight. But nobody's talking about the fact that she made the willful decision to get behind the wheel of her car and use that car as a mechanism to prevent ICE officers from doing what it is they're trying to do. Okay. And the end result was her losing her life. And you can debate, oh, one video shows one angle, one video shows another. It was justified. It wasn't justified. It doesn't take away from the fact, though, that if all she did was sit there and say, you know what, hold on, I'm not going to go do something that's going to be inherently dangerous. I'm just going to choose to voice my opinion, say why it is that I don't like what they're doing here in Minneapolis. But she didn't do that. Okay, she made a decision, and there are consequences to the decisions that we make. Some are good, some are bad. Obviously, in this situation, it was a bad one. And the loss of life, of any life, is going to be tragic, okay? But you still cannot deny that if she just made the decision to be like, you know what, hold on, I have young children at home. I have a spouse that, I am in their life and they depend on me. I'm going to choose to protest in a much more peaceful way to make sure that my children have a mother, okay, that can be in their lives, that my spouse has somebody, right? No, but she didn't do that. She chose to take whatever narrative of propaganda or whatever ideology that she believed in and used it to become a weaponized mechanism for those ideologies that she had. And the result is the result. Okay. Like I just don't like, people are getting too radicalized for either side. Okay. Stop going out in public and trying to go toe to toe with people who are federally trained to fuck you up if it needs to get to that point. Okay. Like it's a crazy thought. And I know people are going to fucking go crazy on me for having this opinion because that's just the nature of social media these days. Okay. Nobody can understand and have a normal conversation. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter whether you're against what happened in Minneapolis or you're for it. Okay. She made the decision to get behind the wheel of a car and use that car to try and impede federal officers from doing their job, fully knowing she has a spouse and young children at home.
It's so true. He's so honest. Guys, I am 6'9" tall, 230 pounds. Me, myself, being a huge human, being a giant on this earth, I'm smart enough to know, as a male, don't go up against other males with weapons, with guns. Federal agents who are trained to do this. These guys are trained. No matter how much stronger I may be, taller, quicker, more athletic, smarter, I may think all these things, these people are trained, they have a weapon. I will be asking for trouble to try to go toe to toe with this other male. Stop this man from doing his job. Asking for trouble. I'm putting him on the defense. I'm agitating him. Why? Clearly, sometimes we all make bad decisions. She made the worst decision. But again, people, you're not as big and bad as you think you are. You need to get off your high horse. America has been so safe. America has so many different rules, has so many different protections. Number one thing to do is peaceful protests. If you think you're going to go up against an agent with guns, you're like, oh man, you're afraid, you're scared. No, I'm smart. I want to live. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Yes, I want to protect people and fight for things that are right. But if something is illegal, you're fighting against something that's illegal. Maybe go in to try to change the laws. Don't stop someone from doing their job. Those guys there were paid to do their job. You get mad at these guys here, they don't have no power to change anything. They're there to do their job. Go to the politicians. That's who make the changes. Not the people boots on the ground. They the frontline soldiers. You giving them hell. They just taking orders. They're not the ones who decide where to show up and where to go. They've been told where to go, where to do this here. You guys go to this location and do this here. You fighting against the wrong people. Those people there, those are the trained soldiers. And you're going up against the trained soldiers, the boots on the ground, the guys who are losing sleep, who are having to deal with illegal immigrants and have to deal with these citizens. They're on the defense. And you get mad at them. You approaching them. You attacking them. The ones who are just following the orders. And now you're putting your life on the line. It's just not smart.
Would have protested peacefully in another way, she would still be around for those children to, and that is something you 100% cannot deny.
I completely agree 100%. She should still be here, and she could be here if she would have peacefully protested and made a better decision that day, not to be looking for trouble. She did everything she could to try to get up under their skin, to try to push it to the absolute limit to where she needed to flee from the officers. That was the last case. Her spouse was telling her, go, honey, drive off, drive off. It got so bad to where the last case scenario where she needed to try to evade the officers now. And they're like, no, you hit me, it's no evading. These are federal agents, guys. They are trained, many of them. You are outnumbered. They have weapons. Just make it make sense. You bring in a plastic spoon to a gunfight. You're not even bringing a knife. You got a spork, spoon and a fork. You ain't even got a knife. And you bringing that to a gunfight, and what you expecting from that? Please stop it, guys. Please stop it. Let these people do their jobs. No more people need to get hurt from this.